Hello, good afternoon, Tribuners. Welcome back with me, Mutiara, in Indonesian News of Tribun Lampung. We will present you an updating and interesting information from every place in Indonesia. And here the complete news. The first news is, West Java Governor's younger brother still continues to search for Eril. Elpi Nazmuzaman, the younger brother of the governor of West Java, Ridwan Kamil, still lives in the city of Bern, Switzerland. Elpi did not join the group of Ridwan Kamil's family who returned to Indonesia because they were still searching for Eril is known to have been missing on the Are River in the city of Bern, Switzerland since Thursday, May 26, 2022. This was conveyed by the head of the administrative of the spokesperson for the West Java provincial government, Wahyu Mijaya. According to him, there were several things that caused the search for Ridwan Kamil and Atalia Praratia's son to be difficult, such as the swift current of the Are River, as well as melting snow became one of the obstacles during the search. Wahyu also added that Ridwan Kamil participated in the search for his eldest son. However, Ridwan Kamil's efforts to find his son by going down to the river have not found a bright spot for Emil's whereabouts. Wahyu explained that the families of Ridwan Kamil and Atalia Praratia were grateful for the care and attention of the community during the search process on the Are River, Switzerland. He said that the concern of the Indonesian people and government in Switzerland, as well as the Swiss community for Eril's disappearance, was deeply felt by the family of the former mayor of Bandung. The next news comes from Maumere. The expedition cargo truck got stuck in a tree. A green expedition truck seemed to stop in the middle of the road. The truck was stopped because the load in it caught a large tree. The incident occurred in Ahmadi Street, precisely in front of the State Vocational High School Tree Maumere, Sika Regency on Friday, June 3, 2022 in the afternoon. TribunFlores.com monitoring. There had been a traffic jam due to the incident. A number of motorists had to pass on the left and right side of the road. The truck just stopped in the middle of the road because it could not be evacuated. Information obtained by TribunFlores.com that the truck was transporting bananas. The next news is, the former regent of Bener Meriah to be a suspect in the case of selling tiger skins. The former regent of Bener Meriah, Ahmadi, has been named as a suspect in the case of selling tiger skin in Bener Meriah. In addition to Ahmadi, the Center for Security and Law Enforcement of the Ministry of Environment and Forestry for the Sumatra region also named two other suspects, namely IS and NAS. The determination of the three suspects was carried out by the Law Enforcement Center on Monday, May 32, 2022, after the case was carried out and one of the suspects with the initial IS surrendered on Sunday, May 29, 2022. Currently, Ahmadi and two other suspects are being held at the Aceh Regional Police. As monitored by serambinews.com, the three suspects were also presented at the press conference. The three of them were orange-faced with the words "law enforcement prisoners" written on them. The three suspects also wore masks and two of them wore hats. One of the suspects is believed to be Ahmadi, the former regent of Bener Meriah. Ahmadi is seen wearing a hat and standing on the far right. The next news is another mugging case happened in Bogor. A thief returned to action at the Pagelaran Complex garden Padasuka Village, Ciomas District, Bogor Regency on Thursday, June 2, 2022. The robbery took action on Bern Route Block A9 around 9 minutes past 12 p.m. One of the residents of Padasuka Village, Dewi Febriani, said that at the time, the victim was waiting in front of a friend's house. According to him, the perpetrators of the robbery are still the same as the perpetrators of the robbery that occurred at the Pagelaran Complex garden a few days ago. While running away using a white and blue Honda Beat motorbike, the snatch was caught on a CCTV camera from the house of one of the residents of the Pagelaran Complex garden. Dewi revealed that after the incident, the perpetrator of the mugging was chased by an online motorcycle taxi driver. At the time, the snatcher acted alone and managed to escape towards Pagelaran Garden Highway, Ciomas at high speed. For the bag that was snatched, it contained some case and personal data. Meanwhile, the head of the public relations section of the Ciomas Police, Chief Police Brigadier Dede Fauzi, added that the police would follow up more deeply on this incident. The next news is allegedly brake failure, a truck hit number of cars and a motorcycle. A traffic accident occurred in a road in Kinilo Highway, Tomohon City, North Sulawesi on Friday, June 3, 2022 in the afternoon. A tronton truck loaded with the containers hit a number of cars and one motorbike. From the information, the tronton truck was heading from Tomohon to Manado. Arriving at Kinilo Highway, or to be precise, in front of Hidayatullah Islamic Boarding School, the tronton truck, which is suspected to have failed to brake, lost control and crashed into a car coming from the opposite direction. As a result of the accident, several cars were seriously damaged, but for the driver and passengers in a safe condition. Meanwhile, the motorcyclist has been rushed to the hospital. The next news is South Bangka Regent inspects the location of the ship that enters the Merbau Sea. The region of South Bangka, Riza Hardavid, went directly to the location where there were 4 ships that had just entered the Merbau Sea on Thursday, June 2, 2022 at 7:30 p.m. After discussing with the community and fishermen at the Batu Perahu coastal post, Riza went down to the Merbau Sea. Riza said that his party, together with the Forkopimda of South Bangka, had coordinated with the tin company, the head of the regional police and the governor regarding the mining plan in South Bangka. He has also asked the governor and the regional police chief for permission to toll to the tin company. Based on BangkaPost.com monitoring, the South Bangka region, the regional police chief and the chair of the Regional People's Representatives Council met with residents and fishermen on the coast of Batu Perahu. The last news is hundreds of Indonesian migrant workers deported from Malaysia. Almost all Indonesian migrant workers who were deported from Malaysia turned out to be victims of illegal brokers who facilitated their entry. As a result, as many as 371 deportees from Malaysia arrived at Tunon Taka Nunukan Port, North Kalimantan on Thursday, June 2, 2022 yesterday afternoon. 371 Indonesian migrant workers who were deported from 3 temporary detention centers in the accredited area of the Consulate General of the Republic Indonesia, Kinabalu City, were identified by Malaysian immigration officials from the state of Sabah. 190 of them came from the Sibuga Depot, Sandakan. Then from the Megantal Depot, Kota Kinabalu, as many as 86 people. Meanwhile, from the Kimanis Depot, Papar, with 95 people. The head of the Technical Implementation Unit of the Indonesian Migrant Worker Protection Agency Nunukan, Police Grand Commissioner Adjutant F. Jaya Ginting, said that the Consulate General of the Indonesia, Kinabalu City, has verified the 371 Indonesian migrant workers who were deported. Not only that, said Ginting, Jim also provided a copy of evidence of the COVID-19 vaccine from the Indonesian migrant workers as a basis so that they could directly enter Indonesia without a PCR test swab. Well, I think that's all the news for today with me, Mutiara. Thank you for watching and have a nice day.